So, excellent. Um, Today, the winter solstice. Um, I find a beautiful, beautiful time. Yeah, it's a time where, to me, it's kind of magical in a way. Yeah, it's, I know some of you are from Germany, so you probably, or you might know this, but the people who are not from Germany might not be familiar with the Rauhnächte. Rauhnächte, if I would translate that, you can't really translate it. Nächte is nights. Rau is raw, maybe, but it doesn't really translate to it. So it's what it is. It's 12 nights between Christmas and January 6th, where it's said that the veil to the spirit world is very, very thin. Yeah, and so it's very magical. It's a very beautiful, very precious time. And so the winter solstice is kind of a segue, a gateway into that. Some people say it officially gets the Rauhnächte started here. Yeah, even though we're really starting the night on the night from the 24th to the 25th with the actual Rauhnächte. So, but it has the same kind of magical energy to it, yeah, which I think is beautiful. The winter solstice, uh, the shortest day, the longest night. There's a lot of darkness there, you could say, a lot of shadow, if you want to say so. Um, and yet it also allows us to dive a little bit deeper into that darkness, that shadow, that whatever's sitting underneath, what we might usually not pay so much attention to, or it might just pop up at times when we kind of like, bad timing, I really don't want you here right now. Yeah. So we're gonna look at that a little bit today. Um, it's also really, if you look in nature, it's a time when, it gets cold outside, everything kind of like retreats, rests, goes down to really not using much energy, hibernating, yeah, so that it can emerge new afterwards. Everything kind of dies to be reborn again or start new. Yeah. And so we'll see. The group I ran on Friday, we did not exactly what I was planning, so I have some thoughts, but we'll see where this takes us. Yeah. For the meditation, for the work, um, it's lovely if you can sit upright to have a long spine. The energy can run easier, smoother, the breath can run easier. If that's hard on your body, you can lie down if that's easier. If we lie down, we tend to kind of just fall asleep at times. Now, the energy will work either way. Yeah. But if you can stay present with this, with where we're going, also with what I'm saying, that might just take you to another level here. Okay. All right. Good. I think let's just get started. Once you find a comfortable seat, or, well, if you lie down, then that. Unless there's any questions, that's right. You can keep your camera on if you like. You can turn it off, whatever's most comfortable to you. Again, you're not recorded. Okay. So then just take a moment. The energy is creating a group field. It has started already just before the session, forming it. Again, I'm using vortex healing to support this. At the moment, it's just really kind of pulling us together, strengthening, preparing us a little bit. arriving here in this moment at this time, arriving from a maybe very full week, very busy weekend. And just taking a moment to drop into your system. Somebody just arrived. Welcome. We're just getting started. We're just arriving. Just noticing how the body is doing, the physical body. Is there a lot of tension? Was it rather relaxed? Just kind of noticing, just for a moment. Emotionally, how are you doing? Noticing right now in this moment. Maybe there was a lot going on earlier, today, last week. Some of us celebrating Christmas. There might be a lot of last minute things to do. Where you're at. And then mentally, what's that like? What are your thoughts like? Is there a lot going on? Are there a lot of thoughts? Or is it rather calm? Just noticing. Letting that go and just dropping in again. We're being supported. We're being supported by the spirit world, especially at this time of year, towards the new year. There's a saying that the veils to the spirit world get much thinner. Light beings, angels, our spirit team, personal helpers, loved ones, departed loved ones, humans, animals. Yeah, they're supporting us. Below, earth, Earth is supporting us, holding us. We all have a deep connection to Earth, into Earth, like an anchor. And if we can tune into that, we can receive that Earth energy, grounding, strengthening, the safety. Winter solstice. Longest night of the year. Darkness, shadow sides. If you just kind of tune into that, if I say shadow sides, maybe there's something in your life right now that you feel, I don't like this part so much, or it's been difficult, or that's ready to go, that needs to go. Maybe that's recent, maybe something that's been sitting there all year long this past year. Relationships that don't work anymore. Emotional patterns where we're like, oh man, I can let that go. I don't need that anymore. Mental patterns, or even very straightforward physical things. I need to get rid of things of my garage or the attic, or too much stuff in my house, in my life. So just kind of drop into that, what's sitting there. And then let that go if you're still looking at what might be sitting there, what's ready to go. Just let that go for a moment. We'll come back to it. And again, just dropping into yourself, into your body. It is dark outside for a lot of us. Some of you might not be, might be in a different time zone, it might still be light outside. But the energy even holds that much more restful feeling, hibernation. And then somewhere way above that, we can find light. The sun. The sun is one source of light. And if we're connecting with that light way up there, inviting it back in after the winter solstice, inviting light back into the world, into our lives, into the darkness, into our shadow sides. That light from the sun can very gently radiate down towards us, down gently meeting us, starting to wrap us in that light, that energy. Gently. And then very gently starting to enter our crown, the top of the head, and start filling us. At first, just careful and a little bit, and very gentle light. More and more. Lighting us up. Starting to light up some of those shadow sides. That light starts looking for those hidden aspects, the parts we might not be able to see that easily, can start looking through the surface deep underneath, more light way above into our crown, filling our body. And there's more and more light, and it's growing inside of us. And it starts filling up those parts that we want to let go of. That might show us a little more of why that's there in the first place. Why is that anger there that's been sitting there for years, maybe, or resentment, or why holding on to that particular person? It might give us some information, lighting up, filling up those shadows, and slowly starting to work through them, waking them up. Starting to get looser, dissolving, transforming, and with that light slowly melting away, more and more light coming in, running right into those shadows, what we want to let go of, transforming, dissolving, letting go, more and more light coming in through the crown. Overflowing. More space opening, filling it with light within. And it gets stronger. It starts spreading in our whole system, starts completely filling us. More and more light coming in, spreading in our system, growing. Every cell can soak that up, can radiate with that light like little stars all through our whole system of light, shining, radiating, brighter, more and more coming from above, filling us up, radiating, spreading even more beyond the physical body, radiating out into the energetic bodies, our energy system, radiating. There's an awake frequency from vortex healing supporting us throughout this process. More and more, growing stronger, more light, growing stronger. Every cell lighting up. Anything that can let go can melt away, transform. From way above us into the crown, into the body, beyond the body, beyond the energy body, into our environment. And if we're thinking of our future, running into our future, bringing a light in there, a light of growth, a light of new possibilities, hope. Creating more and more space in our system for new parts to come in, new energy to come in. What do you want to bring into the future? What would you like to grow new in the future? Just let that light know, running into the future, expanding. More love, more joy, relationships, finances, peace. More and more through the top of the head, filling our system, expanding, running all around us, our environment, all the way into our future, filling our future with that light. And our future starts expanding and connecting with everybody else's future who's here today, live online or somewhere in the ethers. Creating a future together. What do we all want there? Peace, hope, love, expanding. We're from all over, really, geographically, expanding in space. Expanding further to people who are not here right now with us in this world, who needs new energy, peace, hope, love, expanding wherever it's needed. The more that's running there, the more it's running through us, the stronger it can run through us. creating a light in that darkness all around the world. Peace. A lot of it is peace that is spreading, that's needed. Hope. Creating more peace and hope in that light within ourselves while that's expanding. Inviting the light into the world, into our system. And then knowing that that will keep expanding and keep running wherever it needs to go out there. While that's happening, we can come back to ourselves, into our own system, allowing to rest in that light that we've invited in. A lot of us, a nice place is the heart center, center of the chest above the breast area, to rest in their place of safety, home. But wherever you feel, you can just drop into yourself, enjoying that light, the space, merging with that light. while we're sitting in that light, we can become aware we're in the winter solstice, longest night of the year. Darkness. Darkness gives us a chance to retreat, rest, and maybe see that light a little more clear sometimes. And slowly coming back into the body, the arms, the legs, take your time. We thank the earth for her support. We thank the spirit world for their support. And then very slowly, all the way back to the computer. A little bit of integration energy is still running. Vortex healing is helping us with that. While we're coming back. While you're making your way back, so many different ways to connect with the winter solstice energy, with inviting the light back in. So many different rituals people do. Yeah, this is one way to connect with it. I like to look at it actually as a way to go a little bit deeper into that shadow, into that darkness, and really bring that light in and help transform. But there's so much else, so many other ways. If that's something that works for you, I want to encourage you to maybe connect with that energy again, to with or without the recording, but especially when we're bringing that light in and um, allowing for that to spread around. Especially right now, there's so much going on in the world. We all know that. I don't have to tell you, where people need that light, need hope, need peace, need love in that shadow side that they're sitting in right now. And I think each one of us, we can do so much just by, if we just do a few minutes every day, or every once in a while, you know, to help change and move something in the world there. Okay, good. Let me turn off the recording here.